Some women are beautiful snakes. Some are venomous snakes. There's a reason the serpent appears in every ancient story. In Eden, in Egypt, in Greece. Coiled in wisdom, wrapped in danger, hiding behind beauty. The snake is not just a reptile. It is a symbol, a paradox. It moves without sound. It watches without blinking. It seduces without force. It kills without warning. And what if I told you, some women are exactly the same? Not all, but some. Some women slither into your life with a whisper, not a shout. They don't demand your attention. They pull it, with eyes that hold secrets, with smiles that feel like silk on the skin but hide a dagger behind the teeth. You don't fall for them. You slide. You descend. You slip into a trance. And by the time you realize it, you're already wrapped around her like prey in her coils. Some call it charm. Some call it feminine magic. But you, if you've lived long enough, you know exactly what it is. Danger disguised as desire. And yet not all snakes are evil. Some are beautiful. Some carry wisdom. In ancient temples, the serpent was sacred, coiled at the base of the spine, symbolizing Kundalini energy. The awakening of consciousness, the spark of the divine feminine. These women exist too. The beautiful snakes. The mysterious ones who don't want to destroy you. They want to awaken you. They test you, not to break you, but to reveal whether you're ready. Whether your masculine can stand in front of the most ancient energy on earth and not flinch. But make no mistake, both are snakes. The difference? One poisons, the other transforms. One bites to kill, the other sheds your skin. And the truth is, most men can't tell the difference until it's too late. Because both kinds of women speak softly. Both feel like fate. Both offer the taste of paradise. But one leaves you empty, addicted, betrayed, confused. The other leaves you stripped, changed, reborn. That's why the snake has always terrified men, because it reminds them of the feminine power they cannot control. A power that moves in silence. That strikes without warning. That demands your full awareness or devours your soul. And here's where the danger lies. In a world that worships beauty but forgets meaning, men confuse appearance with essence. They fall for the shine, the form, the performance, and they ignore the eyes, the tone, the silence, the vibration. But the venomous woman always shows her signs, subtle, yes, but clear to the man who is awake. She tests your boundaries, not with curiosity, but with contempt. She flatters you, not with affection, but with calculation. She gives herself to you quickly, not because she trusts you, but because she wants to trap you. And when she's done, she doesn't scream. She disappears, and you're left trying to understand what just happened. Why you feel drained, hollow, smaller than before, because she didn't love you. She fed on you. She saw your need, your insecurity, your hunger for love, sex, validation. And she wrapped herself around it like a boa around a heartbeat. And yet, you still miss her. That's the venom. Because a snake doesn't just kill with poison, it kills with addiction. And unless you wake up, you'll keep crawling back. This is the truth most men are too ashamed to admit. The venomous woman doesn't just destroy them, she awakens something dark inside. She shows them who they really are, how easily they can be manipulated, how desperate they are to be touched, to be wanted, to be seen. And when she leaves, she doesn't just walk away with your heart, she walks away with your illusion. The illusion that you were strong, that you were immune, that you knew what you were doing. Because she didn't break you with force. She broke you with reflection. She became the mirror. And what you saw looking back was not her. It was you. All your unhealed wounds, all your boyish fantasies, all your forgotten pain, staring back at you from behind mascara and lipstick. She didn't lie. She didn't even try. She just let you project. Let you write a fairy tale in your head while she played the role long enough to take what she came for. But not all snakes bite. Some snakes guide. The beautiful snake is different. She doesn't flatter. She doesn't seduce. She doesn't rush. She tests. She watches. She waits. And when she enters your life, something ancient in you stands up straighter. You don't fall into a trance. You wake up. You feel her presence like a low hum in your bones, like a question echoing across time. Are you ready for a woman who doesn't need you but still chooses you? Because this kind of woman isn't impressed by your car, your game, your bravado. She's not moved by status or followers or money. She's watching something deeper, your energy, your alignment, your integrity. She'll wrap around your soul, but not to suffocate it, to awaken it, to squeeze the lies out of you, to shed the masks you've worn. She's not there to destroy your ego. She's there to burn it clean. But to be with her, you must be willing to lose who you were. You must let go of your need to dominate, to control, to perform. She doesn't want a boy dressed as a king. She wants a man, whole, grounded, present, because she is not chaos. She is the guardian of chaos. She holds the mysteries of creation in her body. And only the man who does not fear death, death of pride, death of illusion, death of comfort, can be led by her. These are the beautiful snakes, the ancient priestesses, the soul stirrers, the women who don't speak loud, but when they do, the world stops. And yet, if you mistake her for the venomous one, if you try to conquer her, tame her, turn her into a trophy, she will vanish, not in anger, but in silence. Because she's not here to prove herself to you. She is sacred energy cloaked in flesh. And if you do not see that, she will disappear like mist in the morning sun. So you must learn the difference between the snake that bites and the snake that births, between the woman who flatters and the woman who feels, between seduction and sacredness, because your life depends on it. The difference between a venomous woman and a beautiful one is not in her face. It's in her intention. And intention is invisible to the untrained eye. A man ruled by lust can't tell the difference between poison and power. He sees a woman's body and forgets to look at her soul. He hears her laugh and forgets to notice the temperature behind it. He mistakes manipulation for affection, performance for presence, lust for love. And so he learns the hard way. He wakes up one morning emptied of peace, of strength, of self. He wonders how she got so deep into him. The answer? She didn't force her way in. He opened the door. Because the venomous woman does not break locks, she studies them. She listens for weakness. She looks for longing. And then she speaks the exact words your wound was waiting to hear. I see you. You're different. I've never met a man like you. And that's when the snake bites. Not with fangs, but with fantasy. She doesn't need to lie. You'll lie to yourself. You'll see her chaos and call it passion. You'll see her instability and call it depth. You'll see her lack of empathy and call it trauma. She just needs help healing. You'll confuse your urge to save her with love. But you can't save a snake that enjoys the kill. And if she is venomous, your compassion will be turned into currency. She'll trade it for power, control, attention. And when she's done feeding, she'll disappear like smoke through your fingers. But, again, this is not about hating women. This is about waking up, because the snake is not evil. It is archetype. It is the guardian of transformation. And if you are wise, you will not curse the venomous woman who destroyed you. You will thank her. She revealed your openings, your emptiness, your thirst. She showed you where you had not yet become a man. And in her betrayal, you found the mirror. The blood on your hands was not hers. It was your own reflection. And then, if you survive her, you begin to change. You become more silent, more discerning, more steady. You learn not to chase beauty that burns. You learn to feel what's behind the words, not just the words. You learn to hold your own emotional weather so you don't need a woman to validate your worth. And when you reach that place, something sacred happens. The beautiful snake appears. Because now, you are finally ready for her. The woman who doesn't beg for attention but commands it through silence. The woman whose eyes don't sparkle from need, but from knowledge. The woman who feels like danger, but in the way that fire is dangerous to those who come with paper hearts. She doesn't bite. She awakens. And if you've learned from the venom, you'll recognize the difference. She won't chase you. She won't flatter you. She won't make herself easy to hold. Because she's not looking to be owned. She's looking to elevate. The beautiful snake is not concerned with your image, your ambition, your charm. She wants to feel your presence. She wants to test the ground beneath your voice. She wants to know, can you withstand her storms? Can you meet her gaze without shrinking? Can you remain unmoved while her energy wraps around your soul like ancient silk? Because she, too, has been through fire. She knows the venom. She's tasted betrayal. She's felt what it's like to open her sacred softness to a man who could not hold it. And so she does not open easily. She coils not to seduce, but to protect. She waits, watches, measures. Because when she does open, fully, deeply, it is not a performance. It is priesthood. And only a grounded man can hold that. The snake, in its purest form, is transformation. It sheds its skin. It dies to itself again and again. The woman who has done this inner work, the one who has faced her own venom, who has moved through shadow, who has killed the false feminine inside herself, she is the most dangerous woman you'll ever meet. Dangerous not because she'll hurt you. Dangerous because she'll require you to evolve. She will not bite you. She will burn you clean. She will reflect everything you are and everything you are not. She will hold space for your greatness and call out your cowardice. Not with scorn, but with stillness. She does not raise her voice. She does not play games. She does not compete. Her power is in her peace. Her beauty is in her silence. Her magic is in the way you feel your whole life rearranging in her presence. And she hasn't said a word. This is the kind of woman most men run from. Because they're not ready to be seen. Because they confuse her calm with coldness. Her strength with challenge. Her self-possession with pride. But she is not proud. She is not distant. She is watching to see if you are what you say you are. To see if you lead yourself before you try to lead her. To see if your strength is rooted in truth or just loud insecurity. And here's the final irony. The venomous snake wants you now. The beautiful snake waits to see if you become worthy. So you must choose comfort or transformation, the illusion of love, or the initiation that comes from encountering a woman who has become a temple of the sacred feminine. Because once you meet her, You will never again be satisfied with anything less. You will look at shallow beauty and feel nothing. You will hear empty praise and feel emptier. You will touch skin that has no soul behind it and realize you are starving. She ruins you for anything false. And that is her gift. And that is why she is the final test. Not because she is cruel, not because she is untouchable, but because she is sacred, and the sacred is not handed to the unworthy. The beautiful snake is not here to play the role of girlfriend, wife, or fantasy. She is here to awaken kings, to awaken warriors, to awaken men who have crawled through the fire of false women and false selves, and who now walk, not to possess, but to protect, not to seduce, but to serve. So you must ask yourself, are you the kind of man who needs softness to feel strong? Or are you the kind of man who can face something powerful, feminine, and ancient and not flinch? Because snakes don't fear you. They test you. They coil to see if you panic. They stare to see if you can stay still. And when they strike, whether to kill or to crown, you'll know exactly which woman you are dealing with. Some women are beautiful snakes. They come to teach, to transform, to cleanse the weak illusions from your soul. They will never flatter you, but they will change you. Some women are venomous snakes. They come to feed, to use, to wrap themselves around your wounds and inject fantasy into your bloodstream. They will flatter you, and they will leave you hollow. And so it is not enough to ask, what kind of woman is she? You must first ask, what kind of man am I? Because your weakness will always attract the venomous, and your strength will call the sacred. She is out there, brother, watching, coiled in silence, waiting for the one man who does not fear the snake, not because he is foolish, but because he has already met his own shadow. And now, at last, he is ready to meet hers.